What am I doing? What am I doing? There we are.
Okay, what is that QR code that was clearly a trap?
It was supposed to be the QR code to our Linktree. It was not. It was clearly a trap.
I was expecting that picture of a black guy with a huge dick or like lemon party or something.
Ooh, damn, that's a great QR code. We should make that QR code. Hang on, let me shut my door. Shut my door so Kylie loudly making food and watching TikTok cannot be heard on the podcast.
I'm gonna have a hard time at work tomorrow because I've most of my day today and yesterday I was watching TikTok while something exported.
Yeah, like that's a good day. See, I don't even want. I leave this room and go watch TV while some exports. It's great.
Well, John woke me up at 9:30 to fix that thing, and he said I could add an extra half hour to my shift. Ooh. So I'm adding a half hour on the beginning. I'm done now. It's not like I'm going to work 8.5 hours.
No, yeah, good. Do that. Excellent. Way to save my ass.
My favorite one is the one where I don't know what happened with a student U, but there was a black frame somewhere. So I was like on the phone with Ingest, like, all right, if you cue it to this frame, we can get out of that. I felt important.
Were you like a shot caller? All right, and now.
Yeah, and there was latency on the phone because they were in Houston. It was a fucking mess. I ruined it worse.
Good. Take that, Houston, you asshole. Oh my God, I'm fucking dying. Thank God the holidays are over now.
Oh God, I don't like Christmas.
What did you do?
The same normal shit at my parents' house, like with my mom's side, but we were wearing masks.
Sick, immoral shit? Is that what you said?
No, the same normal shit.
Oh, I was like, okay, nice. It
wasn't more immoral, very boring.
It was a weird orgy that we weren't participating in the orgy. She hired orgy performers. You were not allowed to touch.
There's a hole in the law. I mean, my uncle and my grandpa and I all got pretty drunk, but I handled it better than they did.
How is it getting drunk with your grandfather?
He's confusing to talk to at the best of times. So,
well, that's a good person to get drunk with. Then
he said some shit about England.
Good, bad? No, I don't know.
No, because he's Irish.
Oh, well, no, good for you then. That's bonding.
Yeah, that's about where our politics meet. I'm sure we would disagree on most things, but fuck the British. You know, we got that.
Was your grandfather in the Revolutionary War? You know, against Britain?
No, he was. There's family that was in the Troubles.
What's the Troubles again? I always forget that one.
The Troubles is fighting between, like, basically over Northern Ireland, because what happened in the 20s.
No, I remember that. I just like that they call it a whole war, the Troubles.
The Troubles, yeah.
We had a little riff there.
Understatement.
Your kids murder suicided each other. You call that a rough patch? Yeah, our relationship has some ups and downs. She cut off your dick and threw it in the yard, dude.
Yeah, we're on a break. Sure, Margaret Thatcher may have let people starve themselves to death in prisons, but, you know, it's a bit of trouble. It's going to start again with Brexit.
Good.
One of the things in the Good Friday Agreement, which ended the Troubles, was that there couldn't be, like, border crossings. Like, you had to be allowed to just go. Whether you were from Ireland or Britain, you could just cross that border whenever.
Not anymore.
Well, you handled that, but so now if they don't fuck up the Good Friday Agreement, Brexit's not going to mean anything, because if you can get into any European country, you can get to Ireland, so then you can get to Northern Ireland, so then you can get to Britain.
In case anybody wants to kill somebody in Britain.
Yeah, or just, you know, go there as a refugee or whatever. Which, is that why Brexit started? Syrian refugees?
And not only Syria, I feel like there was a lot of refugees. I feel like a lot of fucking Europe forgot that World War II happened and borders were probably an issue in World War II, where it's like, you're carrying everything you own. Where are you going? It's like, well, there's a fucking war behind me, so I'd like to go that way until I stop.
Do you see how everything I own is a small enough amount of things to be carried? Some shit's occurred. And now
I have more things, not anymore, but I had them.
So now I would like to be mistreated in your country, please.
And then they were like, well, where's your passport? And I'm like, I'm on fire. I'm currently on fire. Let me pass without the passport. The water is on that side of the bridge. I need to get to that side of the bridge.
And then that one guy had to resign in Britain. Not because he fucked a pig's head. That's the British version of George Bush jerking off in front of his dad, is that David Cameron, who was the prime minister before Brexit, supposedly fucked a pig. Well, not a live pig, a dead pig's head.
That's worse. Well, just fuck a live pig, dude.
There's a Black Mirror about that.
It's a good, I wonder why they did that. Wasn't that like their first episode too?
I think the first episode is the prime minister had to fuck a pig on TV.
Yeah,
which is a weird way to set the tone.
Yeah, well, no, that was the right way for Black Mirror to set the tone. Yeah. I think didn't Black Mirror release something that's like, we're not going to release anything in 2020 because, you know.
It's like how in Get Out, originally, like, you know, when the cop car drives up and you're like, oh, fuck, like, the cop shoot this guy. Originally, that was the cops. And then they got like, world's pretty bleak. Maybe we can end one on a good note. Let's just say it's his friend.
Yeah, the cops pulled up and they're like, oh, we're going to get these people. And then they're like, oh God, never mind. We'll help. Oh, my God.
That's what the fucking news is for.
Oh, Jesus, dude. This is something.
Anyway, it's just bits.
Oh, yeah.
The only bright spot in this terrible world.
That's this show.
I did see a screenshot of a YouTube video, and the thumbnail was "Come Town Bits to Make You Less Lonely." So, first of all, oof. Second of all, wouldn't it be cooler if you did that with this show? Sad white man.
It's just bits to make you less lonely. You get the double bits there.
The double bits, and it's just someone like sitting in a darkened apartment, not living with anyone. They got to go to a shitty job in the morning, and out of a tinny speaker, you hear me talking like this, like, "Oh my, that's a mighty fine cigar."
And then they exhale loudly through their nose. Just,
yeah, I got it.
It's like this is giving me the strength to get one more Miller Lite and maybe die from alcohol poisoning.
If I could just lift this can to my lips, I know I'd die sooner.
After all this.
God, I hate the holidays. This is bleak.
Well, yeah, that's the holidays. I've used up all my joy pretending to be happy for my family. So now I'm all out. Oh, yeah. Do I look like a cowboy riding a horse?
Yeah. That's what it looks like.
A little bit. I'm on an exercise ball. Yeah, I'm just sitting here bouncing it, and I'm like, huh, nice.
Yeah, no, definitely cowboy is what I'm getting. All right, let me play a drop for you.
Is it going to be apple juice?
Hopefully this comes across. Not the ad. Fuck you.
This is all good.
Ignore this part. Just keep bouncing. Don't listen to this part.
I'm shooting Indians.
Oh no.
No. But I'm morally guilty about it. I'm like, this is their land, but it's me or them.
Here we go.
18 naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch. Big heart throbbing cocks wanting to be.
Why did you have that on cue?
I had to Google it.
To be fucked.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. I see it on TikTok. Anyway, that's the kind of cowboy you look like when you're bouncing.
Good. I'd be shirtless. Or I'd be the one porn star that's body shaped. Just like, I'm going to wear a swim shirt to this porno. What?
Yeah, you can see my dick, but not my torso.
That's it. That'd be so funny. Just a guy swimming with just the top on. I'm self-conscious about this, but your pants are off. Yeah,
Yeah. I want to have fun.
I'm not self-conscious about my dick.
Listen, my dick and my tits are both huge. So, one of those good, one of those bad, obviously.
I prefer to Daffy Duck it as often as possible.
Daffy fully nude.
I didn't even think about that. So's Chester A. Arthur the Rabbit. That was his name, right? Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny? What? Yeah, no, he was naked.
Bugs is short for something, right? It's short for Chester.
What?
I thought it was one of those stupid ones where Dick is short for Richard.
Richard's got too high of standards. I know. I thought his name was just Bugs. I thought he was named after like Bugs Malone or something like that.
Bugsy Malone.
I don't think Bugs was short for whoever was originally named Bugs. It wasn't supposed to be short for their actual name. Just like Bugs or something.
So Bugsy Malone, Fucky My Bone. I was trying to do something that whole time, but
Bugsy Malone is like the kids' musical. There was a Bugs Malone, I believe.
Is it? Could you put on 70s hacker glasses while you do that? I'm in. Here's the information you needed.
Yeah, no. Bugs Moran isn't a Chicago gangster.
Huh.
Bugsy Malone is a play that I was in high school.
Did it get any other time, or was it a one-off in your high school? Was the play?
Yeah, no. One of my high school peers wrote and directed it and all that stuff. The one with the Jodie Foster in it is a deepfake.
They actually stole that from my middle school?
I think it was middle school when it happened.
Were you a crew or were you an actor?
Oh, I was crew.
I did know you were a crew. I just wanted to hear you say it.
Be on stage at that point.
Look at that fucking hat. You're a crew.
This is clearly a crew hat. Yeah.
Were crew people all just the people who they wanted to be actors, but the teachers were just like, you're still a little weird. You got a little more figuring out to do before you could be on screen.
I don't know if we wanted to be actors. I don't remember why I did it. I don't remember a lot from middle school.
Against your will. That's why you did it.
I did everything against my will back then.
Yeah. My parents were like, no, do this.
I was like, okay, I guess I'll build a set of a... That's a weird premise for a kid's play. I'm sure they take it shootings, but still.
Yeah, I doubt they do that one anymore after all the school shootings.
Well, no one's the mob was happening it was written in 1976. That was a big old goof. One of our patented bits where I pretended that we wrote it in my middle school, but folks, that was a lie. It was actually written in 1976. But the mob was happening then. The mob was powerful. No one today is writing a gang violence musical.
West Side Story.
That's not today.
But it is a gang violence musical.
True. But Bugsy Malone was like, what if gangsters were kids? It's a kid in a little double-breasted suit. Isn't that funny? That's a terrifying criminal violence.
Well, in the 70s, when did Prohibition end? Because it might have been lined up just right so that the gangsters were the good guys. I know it wasn't
70s, do you?
I do not think it was 76. Was it 50 something though, or was it 20s?
I thought it ended in the 20s. Let's Google this. We've got the.
It might be 20s. Yeah, no, Great Gatsby. So it's 20s.
I might have ended in the 30s. 33 is when it ended.
When did it start?
1920.
What the fuck? That's 13 years of alcohol being illegal.
So weird.
I love it how people hate Muslims, but are also like, hey, gangsters are awesome. Gangsters started because fucking alcohol was illegal. You asshole.
Originally got gangsters. And then everybody's like, and those guys are cool. It's that whole thing of your fat uncle thinks that, John Gotti is a badass. but does not enjoy hip hop style thugs for some reason.
It's the same thing, just different years. One's a little more inclusive because there were white people in hip hop, weren't black people in gangs.
Or if there were, like, their nickname was fucking offensive.
The nickname they had was offensive for the time.
I was talking about my future cat, whose name will be Ted Fuck, on a Zoom with my family. And I was like, well, I can't say my cat's name because my grandma's here. And then my cousin goes, all right, H.P. Lovecraft. And him and I laughed.
But nobody else. All right, Big Jim, you get over there. And Valet, you come here. Jesus.
I'm a man. I've been here longer than you. Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
But you know it's the 70s.
Just saying shit that was offensive even for then. It's just a wild idea.
That's my favorite thing about H.P. Lovecraft, because when he was around, like, no, you know, everybody was racist against like black people and Italians, but he hated the Welsh too. Like,
he was progressively racist. I'm so glad that America is the new Britain. I'm so happy about that.
Well, and that we did lots of killing in the past, and we think we're cooler than we are.
We're the new, we're the new kids on the block.
We're the new main empire.
Dun, dun, dun,
well,
dun.
there is in Percy Jackson, there's a thing about how Mount Olympus is wherever the seat of Western civilization is. So it was Mount Olympus, and then it was Rome, and I think it was supposed to be like Paris or London for a while, and then now it was in New York. So with the clear eyes of an adult, I can think about that and go, oh, Mount Olympus is wherever the worst empire is, I guess.
There's no, I mean, you can't be like the best empire. There's no good empires.
Yeah, no, it's pretty bad.
Traditionally speaking, to get an empire, you have to be like, hey, you over there, we own you now.
That's mine.
As far as the light touches, and then way fucking more than that is what I am.
Wait, well, hold on. Is this stuff yours? I don't know, dude. Is it valuable? I don't know what any of this shit is. I don't know what language you're speaking. I don't know if you're different from the people next to you. It's just mine, though. It's mine.
I do know that is shine. I like that people could be like, I own everything here, and there are places where I don't speak the language, but I do own it.
Really is.
I have never done a thing to help them, but they do owe me taxes.
I saw an interview with George Lucas where someone was like, you know, the Empire kind of seems like the United States, and the rebels are like, they're like, I don't know, that we would call them like the Mujahideen or terrorists today. And he goes, yeah, well, it was Viet Cong when I was writing it, but yes.
Parables. They're never
I like George Lucas again now. I didn't like him for a while. Everybody hated him, but
you know, the parables and fables we grew up on that were supposed to teach us how to be people. Yeah, just forget those once you're an adult.
We weren't listening.
They don't work. Once you become an adult, they weren't made from centuries of fucking history happening over and over again. That didn't happen. We have computers now, so none of those things happened. That's how it works.
You know what PragerU is?
What?
PragerU?
No.
It's not an actual university. It's just like this propaganda thing that likes to put ads on YouTube that are like, you know, why communism is not dope, fellow kids. And but they have one that's like, you know, actually you shouldn't tear down statues of Robert E. Lee. Here are some good things he did. And one of their examples of good things that he did was put down a slave revolt led by John Brown. So it's like, I thought the point of PragerU and that kind of stuff was to be like, actually they were good. And they're like, no, the good thing was how he helped.
He was bad. The good thing is how he was bad, and that's good. I like that.
Oh, states' rights anyway.
What?
States' rights.
Right to
you can't
party.
let the federal government tell the states not to own people.
Yeah, that's immoral. Weed's legal everywhere now. Didn't we got legalized, right?
Federally? No.
Thought it decriminalized federally, I thought.
Got decriminalized, I think. So they can, did they?
Pretty sure.
I don't know. I doubt that because it's a Republican controlled everything. And Biden's not going to do it.
I could have sworn it got decriminalized. I might
be. Maybe it got decriminalized. I don't know.
I could definitely be wrong. I don't smoke the hashish, and also I live a place where it does not matter.
Yeah, no, it's legal here.
I can blow pot smoke into a cop's face, and the problem he will have with that is that my mask is off. Which is
no. I think a lot of cops don't care about masks. I'm sure it's not a clean divide, but I'm going to guess where the majority of them fall on that one.
There's a reason that cops don't break up Black Lives Matters protests, because they're the same people. Why have you never seen a cop and a Black Lives Matter protest in the same place? Because they're the same people.
I did see a video of a cop get arrested for punching a handcuffed suspect. So
that's neat.
I bet the cop that arrested him is going to get the shit kicked out of him or something, but you know.
Or he arrests him and then they get to the station and he's like, I just had to do that because there were cameras on me. I'm sorry. And then he owes him like a cake. He'll have to come to his house with a little cake that has handcuffs on it and they'll laugh about it.
And then they can both testify at the suspect's trial. For prosecution.
For the death penalty. Honestly, I think the death penalty, in some cases, I'd rather have the death penalty. Something like, you're in jail for life and you're 18. I'm like, just fucking kill me, dude. Just end my till 90, just live in jail. Fuck that.
Yeah, but you get super good at jail.
Jail tycoon.
Yeah, I mean, if that one guy killed himself after getting out of jail in Shawshank, clearly there are good parts to jail.
Is it? I don't think that's the message that was supposed to be seen.
No, that he killed himself.
No, jail's good.
So cool.
Jail's great. Haven't you seen Shawshank? What?
When you get out of jail, you're covered in shit. That's not fun.
Yeah, so stay in jail. Have you seen the prison tycoons? They have Zoo Tycoon, they have Roller Coaster Tycoon, and they also have Prison Tycoon.
Oh, no.
Implying that prison is also a tycoon, or not a tycoon, but a conglomerate, a business. You have to make a profitable prison.
I actually don't know if that's good or bad propaganda.
That's bad.
Well, my first thought was bad because it's like, you too can profiteer off of the caging of our citizens.
Yeah.
But maybe a bunch of people will play that and be like, wait, does it work like this in real life? We shouldn't have prisons.
No, I don't think the people that made Zoo Tycoon are on the right side of political history. I
don't know. They might be.
I don't know. Zoo Tycoon fun pretty hard.
Developers? That's right. I remember the developers of Zoo Tycoon.
What?
Blue Fang. I played a lot of Zoo Tycoon as a kid.
Zoo Tycoon and Roller Coaster Tycoon both fuck hard.
I never played Roller Coaster Tycoon. I did become famous for having my nature-based exhibits, which are where you put a bunch of zebras and lions in the same enclosure and also lock a guy in there.
What I don't get is why did it never, always the lion killed whatever it's supposed to kill. Never did I see the animal fight back. Because in real life, people fight back or...
That'd be cool.
Or they can try and hop fences that exist. But
that is now Animal Fight Tycoon. It is becoming...
Michael Vick Tycoon. Come on. They're going to do Prison Tycoon, so they might as well do Michael Vick Tycoon.
That's just dogs, though. I want exotic pairings.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, that's the word tycoon on the end of it.
Like, I want there to be a number of penguins that can overpower a polar bear.
Yeah. Oh, well, that settles the ultimate debate. Who will win, a billion lions or the sun?
It was the sun? Tycoon?
No, but then you can get into the meta ones. It's like, I think it was actually like a trillion lions or the sun. Who would win?
I think the sun, probably.
I think it's a mass equation, actually.
How many How much lion is 3 million lions, I guess?
A trillion lions. Not 3 million lions. There's no way that's enough. A trillion lions, though. It's a lot of lions.
The sun's pretty big, though.
What?
The sun's pretty big, though.
Yeah. The mass of the sun is how many Earths? Then we can determine how many lions. How many Earths? Because if it's like 8 Earths, the lions are fine.
All right. The average. Let's go. We're going to go with male lions, I assume.
No. Just look up.
Thing?
What? Yeah, it's a thing.
The mass of a lion, and who would win in a fight of trillion lions with the sun?
I told you it was a thing.
I made this up.
It's a thing.
Wait. So what's the truth?
I think it's the sun, but there is a number of lions that can beat the sun.
That's how numbers work.
I mean, so what's the mass?
Think of it this way. You need to put 2 lions through a wood chipper to fill up a typical bathtub.
Really? That seems like, I feel like 1 lion could fill up a bathtub.
Evidently not. I mean, maybe we have small bathtubs.
I guess it's mass. So when mass is reduced to, because lions are like awkwardly shaped for bathtub standards, I guess. Cowboy and a lion.
There's no way a lion unblended would fit in a bathtub.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you would think if you blended 1 whole lion, it would fill up a bathtub. Because 1 does not fit in a bathtub. Or if it did, it would be cramming in a bathtub.
That's true. I still think the sun would win.
Well, no. Look up how many Earths fit into the sun.
I don't. A lot.
Because if it's a trillion, then there's no way the lion wins.
1 million.
So 1 million Earths beats the sun. And it's not even...
How many lions is the size of the Earth?
Yeah, how many lions equal 1 Earth? Look it up. It might honestly pop up.
I need pen and paper. No, the mass of a trillion lions apparently would be 20th the mass of the Earth. So no way a trillion lions are beating this.
So it would need to be 20 trillion lions to equal 1 sun or 1 Earth.
No, 1 Earth. So it would need to be 20 million trillion, which I think is a quadrillion lions to equal the mass.
But that's
but you might be able to extinguish the sun with less lion flesh.
That's what I'm thinking. I think the sun would reach critical mass if 33% of it was now lions.
Well, do you know what's heavier than both the lions and the sun? The guilt I'm going to feel after up 20 quadrillion lions.
Dude, I can't wait until Elon Musk downloads his brain into a computer and a trillion years from now, he can literally answer this question through sheer science. Just, all right.
If Elon Musk downloads his brain into a computer, I'm going to port him to a smart coffee maker or something.
He would be the kind of person who does that, and then people who have moderate control of technology could rip pieces of his brain and just like put them into hilarious objects.
I would just delete the part of his mind that tweets. Then I wouldn't have such a problem.
Well, no, I'm saying so this is Elon Musk's brain downloaded to a computer. You can't affect this, but you can copy this and place it elsewhere. So
and make hundreds and hundreds of copies of Elon Musk to torture.
Yes, and now he has to live with the burden that his alternate psychics are infinitely tortured in other realms.
And they will continue to be until he gives up the title founder of Tesla and names his son something that doesn't suck.
It's pronounced Kyle.
That does suck, by the way. Sorry, Kyles, you know. Now, I think Elon Musk is in perhaps the perfect condition to be the first human to like accidentally sell their brain to someone. So he's like, yay, funny space, it's sci-fi space age shit. I'm going to put my brain in a computer. And then like, it's going to turn out that like, Oh, and SpaceX owns that computer. Turns out that in a million years, he's like some hacker finds him and he's like, "Please kill me." What? Please, what happened on Big Bang Theory?
Time has not slowed. Oh God, that'd be rough. Now,
it'd be rough to be trapped in Elon Musk's head. Like he's
who would win, a trillion Elon Musks or the sun?
The sun.
Okay, a trillion Elon Musks or the fate of this Earth.
One is enough to risk it. So I think the trillion Musks.
A trillion Musks.
God.
If there were a trillion Elon Musks, do you think one of them would still rise above the rest and like own SpaceX and Tesla, or would he only employ himself? Well, also a trillion Musks is.
I think that would be a very, very long blowjob train.
Well, also it would be just a trillion people on the Earth would be unsustainable.
Which I don't know how well they would fit.
I think you would run through, if all of them fit on the Earth, I think you would run through all of the resources in a day.
Well, let's not do it then. Crap this plane.
My hand's just over. God damn it! My hand's just over a button. All right.
Button. Oh, okay.
Fine. Oh, one of the things I Facebook messaged you I wanted to do is the movie voice. You know, the movie voice coming Tuesday, but bad diagnosis from a doctor coming this fall. Colon cancer.
Let's see, this fall, your name is spelled with one I because the other one needs to be removed.
Nice.
You know what you should do though is do it as you can do it as a weatherman too. Like, and you can see over in this area we've got about a 30% chance of precipitation, and over in your general area we've got about a 15% chance of survival. Back to you, Ken.
And then it's just another doctor with a clipboard, just like excellently done. He just delivered.
And now sports, you won't be playing them anymore. The chemo will make you very sick.
You might be able to play soccer again when you're 85, and it'll be sad.
They'll applaud, but you'll know.
You've heard of asthma, and you've heard of the coronavirus. This summer, they're together in your body. You've
seen infectious disease, but you've never seen it like this before. That's right, it's completely new.
Coming fall 2020 to the morgue.
Please walk, don't run, because your body cannot handle the physical strain of running.
Because at least we can get you near to the morgue.
How do movie commercials go? They don't make them anymore.
No, well, like the old, we're doing like not even commercials that exist anymore, where it's like, what if you combined a boy and a gun? Now we have Boy Gun, the heartwarming thriller that Bryan Cranston is in for some reason. Boy Gun coming this fall.
So, and there's stuff like, what if you could have all of your favorite soft rock hits on one 5-disc collection?
Yeah, there you go.
You can if you make it your Make-A-Wish.
Just low rent Make-A-Wish. I mean,
yeah, like shitty Make-A-Wish. They're like, who's a famous athlete? I would need Tom Brady. Here's an asshole from Boston.
Oh, I like the idea.
But better than you, cancer kid.
I like the idea of a Make-A-Wish kid being too young to understand. Like, he's not like, I want to meet Mickey Mouse or whatever, something cool. He's like, I just want a candy bar. And he's like, you understand this is your one wish. You can have anything. He's like, I want a Snickers.
Wait. 2 Snickers.
I want unlimited Snickers. And I can't cure the disease I have, right? No, you can't cure that. And then the Snickers.
Oh, God. That would be so fun. Like a Make-A-Wish kid that knew what they were doing and kept saying, my wish is to not have cancer. We can't do that one. You said anything. You say, fund my cancer treatment.
I think they give them like a list of things they can choose from, honestly, of the Make-A-Wish. Because otherwise,
because it gets real depressing to be like, I meet Allen Iverson? Nope. Whoa. All right. Can I meet, I don't know, fucking young Sheldon? What do kids like?
it's like, I want to drive a monster truck. You'll literally die. What else?
Well, yeah, but also in a month, I'll literally die anyway.
I'll die in a monster truck. Okay, let me rephrase this. The grave digger doesn't want to let you die in his monster truck. That's sad.
Are you sure? Come up with a lot of good jokes about how you use a grave digger, you know?
The grave digger has let the most children die in his cab.
That's why it's called that. He used to be called something like truck fucker, but he let so many Make-A-Wish kids spend their time driving it that they call it the grave digger.
Look, you could get cancer just by sitting in this seat if you're under 12.
It's basically cursed.
Oh no, his name used to be the grave N-word, but they changed it after all those cancer kids died.
I don't think they would let him name it that.
He started in the South.
Movie. Is that a blaxploitation movie?
He started in the South, just so we're clear. So they love the grave N-word.
No, but hold on.
He was Alabama's number one monster truck.
A blaxploitation movie that's like Blackula or something, and it's called that.
I bet that exists. Look it up. You can type it. You just can't say it.
I only do text to speech. I have another drop for you folks. The intro's longer than I remember.
Jazzy piano.
Two trucks having sex. Two trucks having sex.
This isn't the good version.
My muscles involuntarily flex. Two trucks.
It's a good song, but that's not the good version. That's the good version.
Who's it by?
Oh, Lemon something.
Party.org. I think we're going to get kicked off of YouTube if you continue this.
Sex.
Yeah, that's the good version.
Trucks having sex. My muscles involuntarily flex.
See, it's actually a good song.
Did who's the guy who did
that's Talking Heads. David Byrne is the guy.
So the Talking Heads did this song because it sounds like the Talking Heads.
Kind of it. It's got that wavy beat.
Two trucks have sex, man. My muscles flex.
And you might ask yourself, where is my large automobile?
Why is my large automobile inside of me?
This is not my beautiful wife. It's a truck.
This is not my beautiful truck. Whose is this beautiful wife?
And the days go by, oil flowing.
Same as it ever was. Me fucking a truck. Same as it ever.
You're not going to do it, but you should end the episode with "Gay Bar" by Electric Six.
I won't, because what video would we play over that?
Nothing. Just go to the frame that we use for the ones that are
black.
Fine. If you're not going to do it, I'm going to do it now.
No, you're going to get a kicked off to YouTube if you keep fucking playing music.
All right. So it was pretty silly of me to Google "gay bar" and think it would know what I meant.
Especially with your search history, it's like, oh, he's finally going to a gay bar.
It's like Boys Town, idiot.
You know Boys Town. You're not that socially inept. You know Boys Town.
I bet you can figure out why they call it that.
Well, yeah, because it's where the boys just be boys.
Guys being dudes.
Imagine if you walk into Boys Town and it's just like a bunch of frat boys. Yeah, it's just guys being guys.
It's all sports bars, just like Miller Lite.
Oh God, what I would give to go to a bar. Bars are open, by the way, illegally.
Yeah, but they're dangerous. I didn't know he was dressed as Abraham Lincoln in the video. Look up "Gay Bar," folks.
I do know that song.
It's a good song.
But not because I've been to a gay bar.
I don't think I've been to a gay bar.
Which they exclude. I've totally been to a gay bar. But it's the only song that we're playing for the hour and a half I was there, and I just had to leave because I was going insane. It's like, you guys have other songs. YMCA, get it together.
I think it's pretty clear that I would not enjoy a gay bar.
I mean, it's easy pickings, shooting fish in a barrel.
It's well, sure, but I don't. But it'll be loud, and I bet there's glitter.
You can also try and pick up lesbians at a gay bar. So yeah, that
I think they'd see through that.
No, you go up to them and be like, immediately, we're in a gay bar. I know you're gay, but I'm into lesbians, so maybe you're bi. Huh?
They must just have lesbian bars, though.
Can you just do the eyebrows for me for a while? Just like, yeah, maybe. Just like, I am, but I'm gonna leave.
I just walk up to people and go, "Is it you picking out what I'm putting down?"
Me, you, bathroom stall.
Eh?
Separate bathroom stalls. We'll FaceTime each other.
No, I bet I'd like a lesbian bar. It would probably be like the shitty dive bars that I go to anyway.
Yeah, perfect. Well, the bar next to my house that we used to frequent, One More Time, used to be a lesbian bar.
That's not what it's called.
Yeah. No. At the Cox house.
Oh, okay. Cox.
Yeah. The bar that was walking distance was a lesbian bar. It used to be, not anymore.
Because you just kept going there so much and they were like, all right, I guess.
No, somebody bought it and was like, no lesbians here, just sports. And then the lesbians were like, yeah, we like sports too. And he's like, damn it.
I've been telling the joke for years, but, yeah, you know that sports bar down the street, Pitchers and Catchers? It's not a sports bar, man. It's one of no TVs.
It's a good joke.
I imagine buying a bar called Pitchers and Catchers that is a gay bar and being like, I'm turning it into a sports bar.
I think what I think happens when somebody's like, I'm not going to change the name and I'm not going to move locations. I'm just going to change what the bar is about. That does not work. Now it's just gay people watching sports. They're like, hey, there are a lot of sports at this gay bar.
Yeah, right. I mean, it could be a gay sports bar.
I can't quit watching the fucking Cavs lose.
What an interesting man we've created who likes Brokeback Mountain as much as I do, and also is a sad Cavs fan.
Oh my God. I know
he's right. No one does come to vacation in Cincinnati. There's never anyone new in here.
I should leave. Hey, if you ever want to go somewhere that doesn't seem like it'd be cool, but is super cool, Cleveland, Ohio. Seems like it'd be a shithole. Is a really cool place. Would highly recommend.
Which one is that the one that's next to the lake or next to Kentucky?
I think it's next to the lake because hipsters took it over and hipsters like water.
Well, most of us do.
Just to stay.
Is that not the mistake by the lake, Cleveland?
Yeah, it used to suck. It doesn't suck as much anymore. Mostly because all of their sports team now are like either AAA or fucking semi-pro, or like they're not, all their professional teams are hot trash. So everybody's like, but look at how good our semi-pro team is. And I was like, yeah, because you guys don't have a professional team.
They're like the same level as each other. It's amazing.
No, I don't know. They could never go pro.
I don't know. The thing about living this close to Chicago is I'm always kind of big city next to a lake. I got it.
Yeah, why leave?
Detroit, Traverse City, I don't need you.
Fuck you. You landlocked bitch. And I'm back.
I'm just looking at maps now because
I see the autism pill kicked in.
what's up with the shape of Michigan, huh? Why's it got that little kick out, almost like a tiny panhandle?
The UP? Uper?
Not the fucking UP. No, because like the border of Indiana is several miles north of the border with Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
So it's shaped like a mitten that's slowly unraveling. I did have the other day. I had a pasty, which is this is the ADHD brain. We're talking about something new now. Which they're from the UP, and my uncle is from the UP. And it's a real good pouch of meat, a pasty.
Oh yeah, it's like a pot pie but handheld, right?
Right, yeah.
Badass. I think I've had one before. Oh no, they were mentioned in
American Gods.
What If the Gods Fucked?
Okay, that's a wild thing for you to say because the gods have always fucked. Like our god is the only one that doesn't fuck.
Okay, what if the gods fucked today?
What if the gods were now and horny?
Out with the old gods, in with the gods who fuck.
That wasn't. That was Wisconsin, though.
Also, if you
I'm looking at the town, it's Eagle River. I found the town on the map. That's fun. I bet that's the lake where they sacrifice the children.
Eagle River is fun, but it has so many twists and bends that my friend one time they were tubing down it, and they always tube down from the same spot. And this time they're like, you know what? We got an extra hour to go tubing. Let's go another block north, and then we'll explore a little bit more of the river. That extra bend added like 8 fucking hours. They were on the route. They were on
the Eagle River that's in Wisconsin.
Yeah, they were on the tube from like sun up to sunset with no food, just beer. And it's like it was the worst fucking day of my life.
Doesn't sound terrible to me. I gotta stop looking at the map because I'm gonna just go off the rails. But it does appear that the town of Marquette does not have Marquette University yet.
I don't know, it might not.
Marquette's in Milwaukee?
Stop reading. Yeah, there's a oh, really?
It's tough being this dumb. No, because there's
Stop researching maps, asshole.
There's the town of Marquette in the UP, and I always thought that's where Marquette was, but it's not. It's in Milwaukee.
Doesn't Milwaukee have like 9 colleges?
Probably. Lots of cities all have big colleges. I'm sure they've got a Wisconsin, because Wisconsin does that thing where they don't do Northern or Eastern or anything. It's just all University of Wisconsin plus a city.
Yeah. Cool.
Like the Wisconsin I'm thinking of is UW-Madison, but there's UW Whitewater and UW North Platte and UW Milwaukee. Sinful.
They're simple, folks. They don't know nothing about naming nothing. We're simple country folk. We farm in the day, and then we forget the names of things at night.
All right, I know that the map thing is getting old, but the shape of Maryland and West Virginia is just fucking wild.
North Dakota, South Dakota, best shape on the planet. They got it down pat.
And it's exactly, because Colorado and Wyoming, that's boring. That's just a fucking square. You got a little bit of variation in the Dakotas, but it's still like state shaped.
Colorado's not quite a square. It's more of a rhombus, I thought.
I'm looking at it now, and it's a rhombus. What?
I thought there was slant on either side, or is it just a square?
I mean, it's a rectangle. I don't think that it's a little bit longer than it is tall.
Okay. A rhombus means it goes like this on the sides. That's what Kentucky, Pennsylvania, something like that. Man, the way they drew up the lines of these states is fucking weird.
A lot of them are very, very fucking weird. So, I mean, like, I guess I understand some of the stuff on the East Coast. I
get Florida. Florida makes sense.
But then again, why does it have a panhandle? That seems like it's Alabama's.
Yeah, that's fair. To get more coastline tax-free.
I don't know. Illinois doesn't make sense because Chicago shouldn't be a city in the same state as Goreville.
Yeah, Illinois is a long boy.
It's an extremely long boy. It's longer than Indiana.
Take that, Indiana, you bitch.
Your main city sucks. Imagine living in a suburb of a. I'm gonna sound like a huge piece of shit here. Imagine living in an anonymous suburb of an anonymous big city. Like living in, for example, Columbus is pretty big. Living in, North Lawrence, Ohio, a suburb of Akron, which is just a suburb of Cleveland.
Oh, God, that's rough. I'm sorry for those people. Yeah, because I can be like, well, Chicago, 3rd biggest market out there. No reason for me to leave to go somewhere bigger. But when you're like, yeah, Akron, not even on the list. No reason for me to go anywhere bigger.
Yeah, here I am in Pemberville, Ohio, just a stone's throw away from Toledo.
which also isn't a great city.
No, which is, you know,
And then being like,
basically a suburb of Detroit.
and then being like, hey, don't go to the bad part of Toledo. You might
Bad part of Toledo.
where Jim lives.
Jim, who is just an asshole. He's not dangerous. There's not gang activity in Toledo. I say before being shot by an offended Toledo gang member.
Yeah, fucking, if you're in a gang in Toledo and you hear this, fucking free hands every day of the week.
Oh, want to hear something sad?
No.
Hollywood Casino, Toledo.
Oh, that is exclusively people over 60.
Imagine losing your house in Toledo.
And then having to work a week and a half to make up, to buy it back.
So you can take your bus back to Bowling Green.
These places sound like Fallout hellscapes.
I know Bowling Green. Bowling Green's a fairly big college. I think they're D1 in football.
Not our D1. Yeah, so is North Dakota State University, but they're barely fucking D1. Every year they're like, will we go D2? What makes a college?
I know a guy that plays for them, and he's from Glen Lake, Arkansas, a suburb of Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
It sounds pretty, but
I do know that because they played Wisconsin or something the other day.
Oof. God, that sucks. Hard pass on all that shit.
I'm really hoping that, like, someone hears the name of their city. Of our 250 listeners, you know, maybe one of them lives in Demopolis, Alabama.
Oh, there's two things that come out of Demopolis, Alabama. Failures and people who are about to kill themselves, and you haven't killed yourself yet. And
you've got to make the decision. Do you want to go to Montgomery or Tuscaloosa? They're the big cities and they're pretty close. Or do you want to make a real go of it and continue all the way on to Birmingham?
Tuscaloosa.
Oh, Philadelphia, Mississippi. What a sad town.
We are not even the best Philadelphia. That's sad.
But at least I don't live in, let's see, what's a funny name of a town? I'm trying to find.
Dude, I grew up in the town that was, you have to drive 15 minutes if you want to go to a store. That's the worst shit in the world. It sucks so hard. It's like if you want to go get fucking takeout, you got to go drive 15 minutes. It's god awful.
Where the fuck is your town?
Port Barrington?
Yeah, I don't know. Like there's Barrington, so it's near there.
It's not.
What?
It's like 20 minutes away. It's wild.
Interesting. Anyway, even if you live in, Marengo, Illinois, at least if you keep going away from Rockford, you get to, Chicago. But if you live in Walford, Iowa.
Ooh, living in the suburb of Springfield, Illinois.
Right. Like, what do you even do?
Kill yourself, probably.
All of these people that live in my state and my country, and I can't imagine what
their horrible, horrible life. And none of them support.
What is your life like if you live in New City, Illinois? I think it's just a fucking intersection.
Oh, God.
And when they founded the town, they forgot to rename it from the default New City. Change it because all the clips will go offline.
They fucking, oh God. And when they want to have a big date night, they drive into Springfield and do it up right. And none of them support healthcare, and all of them are iffy if blacks should vote.
Oh God, if you zoom in a little bit on Springfield, the three things that pop up are White Oaks Mall. I guarantee all the stores are closed. The medical center and Walmart.
Oh, no. New City is wide open right now. You go down to New City, everything's open. Just so we're clear. Coronavirus has not reached.
In the city, everything's open. In Springfield, White Oaks Mall, all of those stores are out of business.
Not because of the pandemic, just because they're out of business.
Harry's adult daycare? Oh, no.
Adult daycare?
It does appear to be a bar, but it sounds dangerous.
Oh, that's funny. Good job, Harry. You did a good thing in a bleak town.
Third base bar where every pickup line is that one.
What's the bar?
Third base bar.
Nice.
So if you're at Darcy's Pint down the street, there's definitely some guy walking up to you, goes, "You want to go to third base with me?" And when you slap him, he goes, "Well, you just at the bar." Like the classic trick of bringing Hershey Kisses on a date.
We're doing regional stand-up comedy right now. There's a stand-up comedy scene.
Stand-up comedy. That's the new bit. Is that I pick a town like Macon, and I zoom on in and I say, "Well,
what's the deal with
Bulldogs?" Man, it's great. There's a Wendy's and a Dunkin' and a McDonald's. That one's not interesting. Macomb, you've got no character. I've got nothing to talk about with you.
You're all corporate.
All right, far-flung suburb of Kansas City, Chillicothe, Missouri. Also got a fucking Walmart, and that appears to be it.
Man, there's only one thing in this town, Walmart. Am I right? So do you all work there or what?
Looked outside and it looked like the Midwest.
Yeah, what do you do if you live in that suburb? Just work at the fucking Walmart?
Yeah, or do heroin, probably heroin.
Heroin and farming. Oh, when I was farming down in Southern Illinois, and we were talking to somebody who lives out there. He's like, "Yeah, meth is way bigger of a problem than you think it is." And I was like, "I thought it was a really big problem." And he's like, "Yep." I'm like, "Oh." He's like, "Meth is like Adderall down here." I'm like, Jesus. What are you looking at?
Boss is talking to me.
Oh, no. Don't do that. I think we can call it.
I am just going to start looking at towns and imagining what it would be like to live a quaint life there. So,
yeah, please, God, stop it. Somebody's hitting up the chat.
Oh, God, what would my life be if I lived in Mount Pleasant, Iowa?
A lot of our podcast is just imagining the future. It's like, what would happen if everything went wrong and I did this? All right, folks, Linktr.ee /itsjustbits. We might have a QR code eventually that we can slap on some stickers.
And who knows where it'll take you. And listen, if you're a citizen of Mitchell, South Dakota, I'm sure you need to pick me up, and that Linktree is what you need.
Bye.
We seem to have the world's only corn palace and a Cabela's. What a town.